Hey folks, John here. We're out here in the garage and starting on a carving project. Now, this is axed out. I did not record axing this thing out because I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. And I've started and stopped on this project more times than I can count. This is this piece of wood is not very conducive to being carved. It happens to be poplar, and poplar is a soft hardwood, not hard softwood, but it happens to be a fairly pretty piece. You kind of see the purple in it somewhat. Seems like more carve on it, more of the pretty I cut out of it. But at any rate, I was requested to show how to use some carving tools. So this is not going to be a tutorial on how to carve because I'm no good at it. I'm just getting started. I'm not the man. If you want to see somebody who knows what they're doing, go to Woodsmans Finest, and that dude, he knows what he's doing. He's done this stuff a lot. And you'll get to see somebody carving some absolutely beautiful cherry wood spoons that are magnificently created and absolutely wonderful. Delicate corners, beautiful little ornamental, oh my God, they're beautiful works of art. Old boy knows what he's doing. Max is his name. But me personally, I'm just getting started. Well, I've been whittling for years, but I've only really started carving as of late. I bought some tools years ago, going to get started carving and never did. But at any rate, let me change this camera angle and we will look at some tools and how to use them. And I hope you get something out of this. But probably won't finish this project in this video. I will probably just do pieces and parts of this project in this video just to show how to use the tools. And because this project, this is one hard piece of wood, and it's probably going to take me a while to finish this project. Now, if I had a nice stick of white pine or a nice pretty piece of cherry or something like that, this would be a lot easier and go a lot better. This actually started out about that wide, and as I was axing out this here, part of it broke off, so then I had to break the other side off to match. So it's not going to be that wide, which I guess probably alright. It's a little bit on the thick side, but I think once I get a lot of this carved in, then it'll be a lot better. Anyway, without further ado, let me change this camera angle, make sure I got all my tools ready, and then I'll bring it back up and we'll look at some stuff. Okay. Now this knife is called a Sloyd. This is one of your main carvers. It's one of your larger knives for doing your larger tasks. And see it does really well. And the rigger wants to play. But I was asked, instead of that, can I use one of my Moore knives? Somebody says. This is a Moore knife. This one happens to be a classic number 2. And look at there. It carves too. It does some really good carving. Really heavy work. That's a classic number 2. Moore Companion, one of my favorites. What's that classic's one of my favorites as well. Same grind, same blade, same angle, same knife, basically. She'll carve like crazy. Alright. And then, okay, I ain't got a Mora. It's a real steel bushcrafter. She'll make some fine shavings and some heavy shavings. I've actually probably should have went and got it, but with this knife, I've done a stick carving of a little bitty rooster. It's about that big. A twig carving. With that knife. So, anyhow, Sloyd, good for your pull cuts, push cuts. You can get into the corners. That's called a Sloyd knife. This one's a Beavercraft. Most all the knives that you'll see right here, all the carving tools that I'll be using are Beavercraft. Beavercraft makes some really nice stuff, and they're very inexpensive. This is a Beavercraft hook knife. Beavercraft on the sheath. That is a really handy tool for making your spoon. I like to start my spoon with a spoon knife. The rigger's gonna get my sheath. Quit. And start the spoon out with a spoon knife. And my problem is I'm bullish. I like to hog and dog, and for the most part you can't do that. Not with this stuff. You can you take small cuts, and they're really good. This thing's sharp. And I just strapped everything before I started. So once you get started with that, and you can really, this one does really good finish work in the bowl. Let's see that. That's for carving the bowl. Hopefully I got that in. But anyhow, and then you got riggers over here throwing stuff at you. But you You also got, if I can get it out without getting cut, this one here. It's a detailing knife. It's really good for chip carving, for carving little details, and if this is what you got, you can carve this whole spoon with it. Minus the, well, I guess you could probably carve the bowl if you wanted to. If you got really creative, but you don't have to have. You have to have a Sloyd. You can use a hook knife. You can use a crooked knife. And these crooked knives, you also use them to, on one of them, let's see, on this project here, I actually used it to smooth out the surface on the back side. Turn it the other way around, and I also used it in the inside of the bowl to smooth that out. This one does a really good finish, where this one is really good at roughing it in. But I'm pretty certain that if all you had was this one, you can do what you need to do. And if all you had is this one, you can do what you need to do. So yeah, it's like painting. You use what you got. Accident with this. That's a carpenter's axe. There's several chisels. This here, I like this little round nose one. It helps me to get corners, and I can have, if this is all you've got, you can also use this one to make the bow. It does really well with cutting out to make the bow. And this is a V-tool. I don't use it so much on balls, but I'll put it back away. Shouldn't even got that out. But this is a nice one. It's just bent. Really good for carving out the cavity, if you will, on a spoon. Use it on carving other stuff too. But anyhow, with it's basically the tools that I use for this, and basically how to use them. There's others. Let's see. This was my first whittling knife. It's a flex cut. It's a chip knife, but I've whittled a lot of projects with it, and it's done very well. Yeah, that's basically what I was wanting to go over, is the tools for doing this. So basically, if you like me, you don't have a whole lot of money to just put into a hobby, which I was told a long time ago that a man needs a hobby, and And I think that it's, I think that everybody needs a hobby. But I didn't understand when I was told that a man needs a hobby, what that means. But I have since come to understand that that means a man needs something to occupy his mind, to kind of change his perspective and something to look forward to. If you ain't got something to do, something to occupy the hands and occupy the mind, or just occupy the mind. I mean, reading is a good hobby. And some people, I got a friend that reads like crazy. He doesn't even have a television in his house. Well, he may have television, but he don't have cable. He don't have anything in his house. He canceled Netflix, and him and his wife just read and enjoy time together, and that's awesome. I gotta have something to occupy these. I don't have a really good here, but I need something to occupy these, so I tend to gravitate toward something like this, and bushcraft, and tinkering with tools and playing with axes and such and so on, so forth. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to go over with you. Brewer? Yeah, you see, there's the star of the show right there. But anyhow, I hope I wasn't too awful boring, and follow my social media, and you'll probably get to see this thing finished up, and we'll get her done. But that's all I got to say about that. Y'all stay safe out there. If you can, get out and have yourself an adventure. If you can't, do something to stay occupied at home. Keep your hands and your mind occupied. Don't sit and mull over things and what's going on in this world and drive yourself nuts over it, because it's gonna pass. The Bible says this things too shall pass away. So like I say, if you can, get out and have yourself an adventure. You say in Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance, go farther and stay longer. Y'all be good to one another, and stay safe. Thank you.